What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters, and welcome to NoLifeTilMetal. Going to be doing a NoLifeTilMetal graphics update today. This is going to be off the same label, which is Brutal Planet Records. If you're interested in Brutal Planet Records releases, you can pick them up at boomsoverstock.com. They have them on Amazon and eBay, and I think you can get them at towerrecords.com and target.com and just about anywhere else, bestbuy.com. But yeah, Brutal Planet stuff is pretty much available everywhere. However, the quickest way to get it is going direct through boomsoverstock.com, which is the label's website. So, but anyhow, I'm going to get right into this. This one just came in the mail. I've been waiting for it. It came in the mail yesterday. I haven't even cracked the plastic on it yet, so we're going to look this thing together. But this is the Voivod, the End of Dormancy EP. As you can see, it's got the limited run vinyl and the Century Media logo on it, as this is a partnership along with them, but basically it's on the Brutal Planet Records logo. You can see the Brutal Planet logo right there, and this is the 3-song EP, but the 3-song EP is nearly 25 minutes long, so it's got only 3 songs on it, but it's got the excuse me, it's got the End of Dormancy, and it's got the metal section version of it. I love it. It's got all these horns and stuff in it. It's fantastic. And then side B has the End of Dormancy live at Montreal Jazz Fest, and then the Unknown Nose at the Montreal Jazz Fest in 2019. Now, the original release on this had this blue color, but everything was blue, and then the artwork was white. This one happens to be reversed out. It was supposed to be a Record Store Day release. First, it was supposed to be a Record Store Day release for Black Friday, and then it was supposed to be released for 2025. But for whatever reason, Record Store Day decided they didn't. After saying they were going to take it, they didn't. They said they're not going to take it. So Brutal Planet just went ahead and released it. So it's out now. You can get it now. It's shipping now. And let's see what this thing looks like. Do the old jeans trick so we can see what the vinyl looks like. This particular one does have an insert in it, I believe. I think it's a 12 by 12 insert, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. Yeah. So there's the insert. You can see a nice big picture of the band in that same blue color. Some live photos, liner notes, and the lyrics to the End of Domination song. And then the vinyl should be in a black polyline sleeve, and it is. So there you go, black poly sleeve. And it's on this gorgeous kind of marbled blue vinyl, which matches the whole thing. I think they can give a name to it. Ocean Blue Vinyl. So if you look, it's kind of probably hard to see in the video, but it's got a lot of like darker blues marbled in with the lighter blue color. So it's gorgeous vinyl, and it's a great EP. Highly worth checking out, especially if you're into prog rock or, well, Voivod. Voivod sounds like nobody else in my opinion. But yeah, I love this EP. Glad it came out on vinyl again. And CD for the first time. I don't think it was ever on CD before. So you can get the CD or the vinyl from boomsoverstock.com. And I think I have I got the CD sitting right here actually. See if I can do it without knocking over and making a bunch of mess. But here's the CD version of it. And it's got all the same graphics and whatnot. And yeah, I did invert the cover by request of the album, by request of the record company, because they wanted it to be a little different from the other vinyl version of it. So yeah, Voivod, the End of Dormancy. Here's the disc itself, and then you can see the clear tray. Oops, too much stuff in my hand. Big old giant Voivod logo. Great EP. Highly worth checking out if you're into Voivod, prog rock, anything in that area. Glad to have worked on it. I'm a huge Voivod fan, so it was kind of geeked out to be working on a Voivod release. All right. Next up, this has not been opened yet either. This one, I actually have the CD, and I've been playing the CD quite a bit. CD is probably sitting right over here too, because I just played it the other day. But this is King's X Live Love in London, and this particular album had never been on vinyl before. I think it had been originally released as a DVD CD combo, and we have another one which I should have pulled that out as well, but I didn't. It's over here somewhere. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it does have the CD version does have 2 CDs plus the DVD. It's in a really nice package. The vinyl, I haven't even opened it yet. It's still sealed, so we're going to crack this thing open together. And again, I'm going to do the jeans trick on this one. And the bad thing about this super thick triple album release, and it is 3 records, is finding a sleeve that'll fit over it because it's fat. I mean, look at this, how fat that spine is. It does have a nice hype sticker on it, which says triple orange vinyl, a stellar live recording from an unusual heavy and long-running progressive band, and one where the crowd actually makes it better. And that's not a lie. There are songs in here where the crowd is just so into this thing. Like, I can't remember which song it was. Is it maybe it was Summerland, or gosh, I can't remember one of the songs. It's funny because I just listened to it the other day too. The crowd sings almost the entire song with the band just playing the music, and the crowd's just singing everything. It's fantastic. So if you're into King's X, you know they're progressive groove style, soulful vocals, those Beatlesque harmonies. This album's worth getting. But there you go. Now it's without the plastic wrap on it. You can see it's kind of a gatefold, and then it has this other sleeve inside that flips like this. And you can see there's a vinyl in here, there's a vinyl in here, and there's a vinyl in here. And this one was interesting to do because I was working with basically a DVD. That's what I had to work with. So, but this thing looks stellar. It came out fantastic. I'm so pleased with how it came out. Tons of live photos. Nice write-up on the inside. Lots of liner notes. I don't believe there's any lyrics in this particular one, but it's a live album, so what you want is the live photos, and there's tons of them in here. So, I'm just going to pull out one of the records. You can see, actually, there's actually printing on the inside, too. You can kind of see how it kind of, let's see, I don't know if I can get that or not. You can kind of see it that kind of actually goes all the way inside that line right there. Where is it? There it is. But it is on a orange vinyl. It's kind of an opaque orange vinyl. Very bright, very pretty. Sounds great. It was remastered by Rob Caldwell out in McKinney, Texas, and he did a great job on this thing. I don't think any King's X fan is going to be disappointed in this one. It sounds great. Again, sorry I couldn't show you that. I should have pulled the CD to show you, but I'm not sure exactly where I put it at. Like I said, I was just listening to it the other day, so it should be right here somewhere, but I don't see it. Regardless, it is almost the exact same thing as what I just showed you here, but it does have 2 CDs and a DVD, and it's got 3 collector cards in it as well. So, okay, next up, we showed King's X. By the way, this one was produced by Wally Farkas, who is known for playing guitar throughout the 90s with this next band, the Galactic Cowboys. And this was their 1, 2, 3, this is their 4th full-length album, I believe. The first 2 albums were on Geffen. The third one was on Metal Blade. That one was put out maybe a year or 2 ago by Brutal Planet Records. Well, they've released the whole rest of the catalog. This time, this is The Horse That Bud Bought. Artwork by Monty Colvin on the cover. Monty, of course, being the bass player and one of the vocalists and songwriters in the band. Excuse me. Lunar Orange vocals. My voice is, I'm having trouble because I'm getting over a cold. Lunar Orange vinyl. And it says, Premium Cowboys, a perfect blend of funked up metal workmanship. seaoftranquility.org. So, there you go. There's the hype sticker. Again, not even opened. I'm going to open it for the first time now. And we're going to see this thing together. It should be another orange vinyl. It probably looks just like that one because it came from the same distribution company. But you never know till you pull it out, right? So, excuse me. There we go. It's a gatefold double album set. And we got 2 more Galactic Cowboys here. They're all double album sets. So you can see band photos, lyrics, liner notes. And let's see here. Black polyline sleeves. Oddly enough, the King's X one, actually the King's X one was pressed at a different plant. I'm sorry, this one was pressed at a different plant than this one. So that one doesn't have polyline sleeves, whereas these all do. I'll be replacing mine with poly sleeves, but it is a bright orange vinyl, and you can see the custom center labels with more of Monty's art on them. And yeah, great album. Again, remastered by Rob Caldwell out in McKinney, Texas. Guy does a great job. I mean, these things sound great. The bottom end is booming, but yet it's not brick walled, and it's got lots of dynamics. The highs are there without, you know, peaking out the meters. It's just a well done album. So there you go. The horse that Bud bought, originally released on Metal Blade Records back in 1997, and 2024 release on Brutal Planet Records. All right, next up. Love this album cover on this one, but this is the At the End of the Day, which would have been what, the 5th album from the Galactic Cowboys. It kind of has that Iron Maiden Somewhere in Time look, but it's done in Monty's unique style, and it's all done with their artwork and their covers. And so if you look throughout, there's little bits and pieces of Galactic Cowboys mixed in everywhere. Fantastic, I love it. And then here it actually wraps around the back, so you can kind of see how it comes around the back. It is a gatefold, but unfortunately we have colored spines on all these, so it actually doesn't really wrap around like it could or should. Because they wanted consistency in the spines. They wanted each one to have a different color cover, which is fine. I mean, it'll look good on the shelves. That's what they're worried about. They wanted them to really stand out on your record shelf. So when you're looking at it, you can't miss that bright red spine with the white type on it. Again, hype sticker, Solar Red vinyl, a Raging album. The 7-song Machine Fish Suite is worth the price of admission alone. Again, very progressive, not unlike King's X, a bit heavier than King's X, but this is. It's got the Beatlesque harmonies and the power pop stylings. I mean, it's Galactic Cowboys. A nice picture of the band on the back. Once again, black polyline sleeves. This one's on a lunar red, I think is what it said. Solar red, excuse me. Lunar orange and solar red. Again, custom center labels with Monty Colvin's artwork on the front and a picture of the band on the back. And yeah, sounds great. Again, it does have the mega long suite on there, which takes up the entire side B and a good portion of side C. So if you're into prog, King's X, atomic opera, groove metal, great album to pick up. At the End of the Day, Galactic Cowboys. And again, I did the layout for the entire thing. The cover is the original. I did have to restore the cover, which was interesting because nobody seemed to have the original cover art, but you won't be able to tell. It came out spectacular. And then finally, this was the band's last album, and then they reformed, and they've since put out another album. They're working on another album, but this is Let It Go, which was supposed to be the band's final release, their swan song, their last album for Metal Blade Records. This is on Galactic Green vinyl, and we changed the cover on this one so basically the story, as I know it, was Monty painted this cover for the album, but the band decided they didn't want another Monty painting on the cover, so they ended up using this elsewhere. So there was a picture of the band, which you see on the inside, a picture of this boy still holding the balloon. He hadn't let it go yet. But when we were doing the reissue, I spoke to Monty and some of the other band members, and they basically said, whatever Monty wants, do that. So I did. We did with, and I spoke to Wally Farkas as well. And Wally's like, yeah, that's what Monty wants. Let's do that. Let's put the original cover on it, the one he wanted, which is what this one is. So I like it better. Not that the other one was bad. I don't know. It's just every Galactic Cowboys cover had been this cool Monty drawing, and until this one came out. So nice to have it back. But again, this one hasn't been opened yet. I just got these in the mail not too long ago, so we're going to view them together. There's a hype sticker on here, Galactic Green vinyl, a typically fresh and inspiring swan song for what was one of metal's golden propositions, an amalgam of punk, thrash metal, and Beatlesque pop. That's pretty much how I described it. So again, you can see the spine. All these have like these colorful spines, so you'll definitely see these on your shelf. It is a gatefold like the others. It is a double album set. So here is the gatefold. Instead of band photos on this one, they actually used each of the band members sent a symbol to, and there was only 3 band members left at this point. The drums were actually played by King's X drummer and yes, Jerry Gaskell. I just want to make sure before I said that. And I can't remember who is who on these, but yeah, each of those pictures right there represents the 3 remaining band members. Instead of band pictures, that's what they wanted on this one. So, but let's look at the black polyline sleeve, and you can see there's Monty's artwork again. But there is the original cover there, and you can see it's a photograph that's obviously been manipulated quite a bit. You can see the green vinyl. That was the original cover, and you can see it's pretty much similar to the one he painted, but this is a photograph that was manipulated, and he's still holding on to the balloons, whereas the other one is he actually let go of the balloons. I don't know. So apparently, it was a big controversy within the band, but all the band seemed pretty happy with going with what Monty wanted, which I'm glad they did, because I think it's a fantastic album cover. I actually like it as much, if not better, than the other two that I just showed. So, and then here's the back with the balloons already gone now. And then you can see the gatefold one more time. So yeah, Galactic Cowboys, 3 albums, all available on Brutal Planet Records. This next one is Stuck Mojo, and this one I have opened already. I've played it a few times. This is Rising. This was probably their most popular album. I think it was their 3rd or 4th. I can't remember exactly. But I don't know what you call it, rap metal. You know, basically heavy metal with a rapper singing on over top of it. So it's got obviously this wrestling theme throughout. Is the back cover. The front cover is identical to the original. I did recreate the cover because nobody had the original artwork anymore, but it came out stellar. I mean, the artwork, the photograph is perfect, and then I put the logo on fresh, and I put the word Rising on fresh again, and yeah, it's crisp and clean. Looks really nice. It also has a hype sticker, like the other ones do. You can see the blue vinyl. And it says, over 3 million copies sold and still selling. Thick riffs laced with melodic hardcore groove flow with ease as Bonds rants and rants. Non-believers, run for your life because the mojo is rising. And like all the other releases, it comes in a polyline sleeve. It is on a deep blue vinyl. Custom center label. Remastered by Rob Caldwell. Sounds fantastic. And then here is the insert, which you can see the collage of photos that are some of the band live on stage, some are wrestling photos, and same on the back with liner notes and lyrics and thank you lists and the whole bit. Everything is there. If it's in the original, it's in this one. A lot of times we get the original and more. If we can get the artists to write some stuff, we like to include that kind of thing. But yeah, it came out fantastic. Sounds fantastic. This is a band that I don't never know who to compare them to, because I don't really think they sound like a lot of the new metal bands that were mixing rap and metal together. That's not really that. Whereas a band like, say, XL and DVD were doing that back in the early 90s. They were kind of mixing thrash metal with rap vocals. Same thing with Ice-T's metal band. So I don't know. I don't know who to compare them to, but how I got into them was when Ultimatum was on the road doing shows. We'd be traveling from New Mexico to Arizona to California, wherever we were playing, and my drummer Sean Griego at the time was a huge fan of Stuck Mojo, so we used to listen to those albums quite a bit back in the day. And then the last one I'm going to show for this video, this is Jeff Tate, Kings and Thieves. Obviously the vocalist from Queensryche, former vocalist from Queensryche. Custom sticker on this one says exclusive Royal Gold swirl vinyl. Kings and Thieves sounds like Queensryche with additional rock elements and a looser atmosphere driven by Tate's inspiration. And, is this going to beat the first 3-4 Queensryche albums for, awesomeness? Probably not. But it's still a cool release. Love the vinyl color. It's freaking gorgeous. I'm purposely trying to get some glare on there so you can see how deep that color is. And it's kind of, you can see through it. It is a kind of a clear vinyl, but it's got all this black and gold mixed into it, and just a beautiful job on the vinyl from the record plant. And it sounds fantastic. Again, Rob Caldwell did the mastering on this thing. The guy just does spectacular work. I love everything he's done. I really don't ever hear people really complaining much about his stuff, but I did have to recreate this one from scratch, unfortunately. But again, it came out perfectly. I did replace the text on the front cover, so I found the font and replaced it, so it's crisp, it's clean. Same thing on the inside. Here's the insert. So this wasn't vinyl before. This was the back cover I chose to use. I thought it was cool to have a picture of Jeff on the outside. The original, that photo was used on the insert, so I decided to use this on the insert instead. And then the other side, you can see this. It's kind of the same background as behind this, is in the background behind the lyrics, but it's kind of ghosted. What's important is that you can read the lyrics, and that's way more important to me than anything else. But yeah, it's got all the lyrics, liner notes, whatnot. Jeff Tate, Kings and Thieves, one of his post Queensryche solo albums. I enjoy it. I don't. I mean, I was a Queensryche fanatic in high school when the EP and the Warning came out. Painted it on the back of my denim jacket, so I was a huge fan. As they went on, especially when they started getting mellower, I just kind of lost interest. But I did keep up with them and buy things up through Promised Land. Then after that, they just really started getting more modern, and it's just, I don't know, just lost my interest. But yeah, this is a good album from Jeff Tate. If you're into the Promised Land era Queensryche, I think you'll probably dig this as well. It's very well done, and it's recorded and mixed by Kelly Gray, of course, who was also in Queensryche for quite a while. So that's it for this particular edition. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I always enjoy reading your comments. Thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and support the Metal Underground. Brutal Planet is a small growing label, so continue to support them. BoonsOverstock.com. When you're supporting them, you're helping support me too. So appreciate it. God bless. Stay strong.